Hi there, I'm so glad that you can join me again today as we continue to study this beautiful lesson on a faithful steward. And we have seen so far how a faithful steward is content, he is fair, and he is honest. Now today we're going to be looking at humility and how does that work out in the character of a faithful steward. And we have our first question. What is the reward for the humble Christian steward? Psalms 37 verse 11 says, "But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." And then Proverbs chapter 22 verse 4 says, "By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life." And then we also have Matthew chapter 18 verse 4, which says, "Whosoever therefore shall humble himself in this as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven." So here we see that the reward of the humble is to be valued in heaven. And he will inherit the earth and have peace. So as we are stewards of what God has given us, we are to work in sincerity and humility. Now, the next question says, what must characterize all who seek to be among God's elect? Proverbs 29, verse 23 says, "A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit." And so here, one of the characteristics of a faithful steward, Christian faithful steward who belongs to God, is to be humble. And he will work in humility, and he will be distinguished by that humility. We are to separate from the world and from its spirit, its practices. And we are to reveal that we are learning from him who was meek and lowly in heart. We're following Jesus. Jesus was a humble man in this earth, and he walked in humility. He was not noticed or praised or given any reward for the work that he did. And so we shall be rewarded. That is a blessing that is promised in question 1, that we will have the reward. But it's not necessarily a reward that we will collect here in this earth. So let us remember to be humble, to do our work faithfully, honestly, in fairness, and to be content, remembering that God has given us everything that we have and that we are his by creation and redemption. God bless you. Now see you again tomorrow as we have one more characteristic of a faithful steward.